Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right. A couple of quick updates coming from Iraq that you should be interested in. The more I read into this Halabasi situation, this could be kind of ugly for Iraq. It's a slight setback if this continues. You got to remember that Kurdistan is the United States' people. You know what I mean? They support Kurdistan big time, especially Halabasi. So for them to just oust Halabasi, this is a bad situation. We'll cover that here in just a moment. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. You can follow me over on other platforms. I do have my own group over on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So head on over here and join us. It's free to do so. In here, I do post updates. If I should get on suspension from YouTube or get removed from YouTube and you want to know what happened to me, I'll let you know right here in this group. I can be found on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and the cool thing about YouTube, if you come over here and you join and you find my channel, I got videos going back, I believe, a couple years. So if you want to see some older videos that I have on Nasera, Jacera, gold, silver, cryptos, come on over here and join. Look me up and check out my videos. You can also find me on Odyssey. Catch me on Rumble. When I say that the links for all these are down below in the description, some of you don't know what I'm talking about. It's real simple. Just go down to the bottom right here of any of my videos. See this? This is the description. Hit show more. And there are all the links to all the platforms I just spoke about. Alrighty, we're talking currency swaps here. A government source reveals the results of the discussions with the Turkish side to regulate trade exchange. The source said in the interview with the news, Prime Minister Al-Sidini directed to hold board discussions with the Turkish side in order to organize trade exchanges between Iraq and Turkey on better foundations and standards to ensure containing the pressure on the parallel market and the demand for the cash dollar to feed some aspects of the exchange. Trade between the two countries, noting that an expanded meeting was held yesterday, Wednesday, that included officials from the central bank and a number of advisors to the prime minister, while the Turkey side included a delegation headed by the Turkish ambassador, Turkish banks operating in Iraq, and a representative of the Turkish private sector. He stressed that the discussions resulted in the following points. The first one, the importance of the Turkish customers' authorities matching the transfer documents with the goods supplied to Iraq at the Turkish custom points in a way that protects the interest and stability of trade between the two countries. What was happening in the past is people were creating fictitious businesses or fictitious individuals so they could do illegal activities through trade or through money transfers because their systems were all outdated. But as they get updated on a lot of their systems, they're able to catch this kind of fraud much quicker. Number two, linking Turkish exports to bank transfer documents through the Turkish border ports. It serves the Iraqi economy, as Iraqi merchants will resort to and encourage financial transfers through the banking system instead of using parallel market tools and cash dollars to finance their trade with Turkey. Number three, the Central Bank of Iraq has expressed its willingness to facilitate external transfer procedures by activating a relationship between Iraqi bank branches in Turkey and bank branches, the Turkish bank in Iraq, in terms of feeding accounts with foreign currency and financing foreign trade between the two countries. The fourth one, the issue of facilitating the use of credit cards in the Turkish banking markets was also discussed in a way that is easy for Iraqi residents and tourists. The source confirmed that these measures contributed to organizing and stabilizing trade between the two friendly countries by approved legal and banking methods and means. So look, this is another good move forward for Iraq. As you can see, little by little, Iraq is starting to step out onto the international scene. It's being watched over and done very delicately. So I'm very happy for Iraq. These are some pretty big moves, but we won't see the result of these right away, at least not within this next quarter. Wait till they're fully functioning on all sides, and then let's see where Iraq stands with their economy. So this is what I was talking about. After the federal decision, Halabasi diplomacy takes place, and Washington appeals to the Iraqi judiciary to abide by the Constitution, Again, the last thing you want is this Supreme Court to screw things up for Iraq. The guy that controls the Supreme Court is a good friend of Maliki. And Maliki has been trying to screw with Kurdistan now for quite a long time. So, he thinks by having Halabasi removed, then that just gets one of their opponents out of the way. So when I see that judge making these types of decisions, man, it's hard to believe that Maliki doesn't have anything to do with this. The American ambassador to Baghdad, Ms. Romanowski, stressed on Thursday the importance of having an independent judiciary that follows legal procedures and bases its decision on the Iraqi constitution. So she posted this on her blog. You gotta love where diplomacy is. In addition, a statement issued by the Iraqi judiciary received by the news stated that Zidani received Romanowski this evening and discussed with her cooperation between the two countries in legal files of common interest. After that, the American ambassador announced her meeting with the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Halabasi, to learn about the latest developments and the security situation in Iraq, according to her blog on Twitter. After that, Halabasi discussed with the Turkish ambassador to Iraq developments in the political situation in the country and the rationale for the federal court's decision. Earlier today, Halabasi received the Iraqi president, Rashid, and discussed with him the developments in the political situation, the rationale for the federal Supreme Court's decision, and the extent of its consistency with the constitutional articles. The day before yesterday, Tuesday, the federal Supreme Court, the highest judiciary authority in Iraq, decided to terminate Halabasi's membership based on a forgery lawsuit filed by a representative. The president of the federal court confirmed that the decision to terminate Halabasi's membership is binding on all authorities and is not subject to legal appeal. Yeeks. So, the last thing we want to see is the United States and Iraq start bumping heads over the situation. Right now, it is what it is, but let's see how this pans out. I'm hoping that this doesn't bring up a lot of tension between the United States and Iraq. Anyways, that's it for now. Let me know what you think, and I'll get back at you later. I'm out.